everybody. Here's what we're going to do today. We all hear about how it's possible to export your contacts from Facebook and nobody seems to know how to do it. And I've done it once before, and I keep hearing that it's not possible to do. So I now know that it is possible to do, or at least it was when I did, and I think I remember how to do it. So let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So the first thing, obviously, is you need to be on Facebook, and you go to your own profile, and that's me right there. Okay. So now that I'm on my page, I'm going to go to this drop down here and choose settings. So that takes me to my settings. All right. Now is where I get a little bit rusty. I think you got your Facebook information. Okay. Download your information. All right. We're doing fine so far. Okay, so download your information. Now we're going to create a file, yes, but, okay, deselect all. So now nothing is selected. Okay, and they got a whole bunch of stuff, by the way, that you can download. This is just about downloading your contacts, or your friends, I should say. So I am going to, after I deselect all, I'm going to select friends. So now the only thing I care about is friends. And I'm going to say, of course, this is all, we're going to use the default settings. We're not going to mess with it. But yeah, all on my data, format, HTML, because I don't even know what JSON is, and media quality. I don't think there's going to be any media involved. But we're going to hit create a file, create file. Okay, so now it's telling me that there may be more than one file. I don't know. I think I've got about 1,500 friends or so. I'm not really sure. Most of whom I've never, probably most whom I've never met. A lot of people I don't actually know. Many whom I've chatted with. And by chat, I don't mean verbal. I mean like, messaging. Okay, so we're just kind of waiting on this thing. And I'm not sure how long it takes. But in fact, I'm not even sure whether the more contacts you have, the longer it takes. But once it's ready, it's going to give it to me in an HTML file. So then we're going to have to figure out what to do with it from there. And there's probably going to be a lot more in there than what I actually want. So I'm just kind of killing time here. There we go. Your Facebook information file is ready to download. Okay, cool. So I'm going to download it. I must enter a password. I'll re-enter my password. Well, that'd be nice if I knew what my password was. Let's see if that's my password. I guess it is. Okay, so we're going to save it to the desktop. We'll call it EMR Contacts. Okay, and it's a zipped file, it looks like. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to minimize this page. And then over on my other screen, I have this zip file. So let's open it up and see what it's all about. Okay, so now I've got this folder, EMR Contacts. So I can get rid of this. And now let's see what's in here. Index and friends. Okay, so I'm going to just open this index file. And I guess that's, okay. So here's what I would do from here. And you can do things the way that you want to do them. But I'm going to, this tells me, I guess, when I became friends with them. Let's see who my first Facebook friend was. Oh, my cousin, Natalie Fox. Okay, so I want to go all the way up to the top. I'm highlighting it, by the way. That's what I'm doing here. Let's see if we can go faster. Okay, And so I got it. I'm going to right click and copy. Then I'm going to open up a spreadsheet. Well, that's taken a long time. You guys had nothing better to do than wait, right? Okay, so where's the spreadsheet? I'm still waiting for it to open. This is not a super slow computer, by the way. It's probably just because I'm making a video. I'm sure I'm not even taxing it either. But, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm in Excel. I'm going to create a new blank workbook. I'm doing this on the other screen, and then I'm going to drag it over. Okay, so I am just going to paste and see what comes about from pasting. Okay, and so it looks like everything in field A is there. Now, I can also see as I look through here, like Rigoberto has an email, whereas the other ones don't. Okay, and as I move through, so let's say that, okay, here's another one. So it's going to be, you might see your name in here. It's going to be mostly, you can do some data cleanup here. The question is, do you want to save, let's say all I care about is the name. Okay, so I could write a macro, and I'm not going to go into how to create a macro, but I could write a macro. The first thing I'd want to do would be to get rid of the email addresses. So for example, I could search for the @ sign. I doubt that anybody's going to have an @ sign in their name, but everybody's going to have an @ sign in their email address. So this is a little too wide for the screen. So therefore, if I search for an @ sign, find the @ sign. I'm not making a macro, I'm just sort of showing you what I would do. And it finds the first one. Close. Then you can hit, you could do something to delete the entire row. All right. Delete the row. Okay. And then find again. I don't know if this is the right one. Anyway, you can do find again, and you get through to the bottom of the thing. And now you should have name, date, name, date, name, date, name, date. So the next thing you could do is go through to the top and set it on the first date, delete that row, okay, and move down one. Delete that row and move down one. And let it continue until you get all the way down to the bottom, and then what do you end up with? A list of names. But the point of the matter is, that's how you export your contacts or your friends from Facebook. So I'm going to save this, and I'll save it on the desktop, and I'll call it EMR FB Friends. Okay, but that's about all there is to it, really. You can do it too. Now you know how.